We finally welcome Captain Marvel to the MCU. The superhero embarks on her very own quest before she'll be part of the highly anticipated Avengers Endgame. Even though her film takes place in the 90s, it does offer enough material to once again speculate when it comes to the future of the MCU in general. We will now talk about the 5 things that Captain Marvel reveals about the future of the MCU. But please be aware that this video does contain spoilers for Captain Marvel, so please only check out our video after you've already seen the film or you really don't care about spoilers. You have been warned.
I'm just supposed to take your word for that.
The mid-credits scene. The mid-credits scene of Captain Marvel isn't really that surprising. We cut to Captain America, who's still rocking his beard, Black Widow, War Machine, and Bruce Banner, who are all assembled in the Avengers headquarters building. The team is trying to figure out the meaning behind Nick Fury's pager. Suddenly, that device stops transmitting a signal, and while the baffled team tries to work on the pager, Captain Marvel suddenly appears behind them and demands to see Fury.
Oh boy, you guys don't have any clue, do you?
After all, she gave him the pager in case of emergencies. Well, that emergency is now here, and Carol has kept her promise by answering the call. Thus, the mid-credits scene confirms Captain Marvel's role as a key character within the Endgame, which is something we kinda already knew.
I told you so, I told you so, I told you so.
The interesting thing about the scene, though, is its chronology within the MCU. As already mentioned, Cap still has his beard when Carol arrives. The teaser trailer for Endgame showed him with a cleanly shaven face, though. This is why Captain Marvel will probably arrive near the very beginning of the film. Ant-Man will join forces with the team at a later point in time, when Cap no longer has the beard and Captain Marvel is nowhere to be seen. That makes us believe that Captain Marvel has once again traveled to space in order to find Tony Stark. After all, she has the ability to fly through space and could now attempt to rescue Stark, who's running out of fuel.
When I drift off, I will dream about you.
P.S. There is another additional post-credits scene. In it, the cute cat Goose pukes out the Tesseract. In the movie, we learn that this little guy is in fact a Flurkin, a powerful alien creature. Captain Marvel 2. As already mentioned, Carol Danvers' standalone film takes place in the 90s. Near the end of the film, she leaves Earth and doesn't return until the post-credits scene, which takes place in present day. That means 20 years have passed since Captain Marvel last visited Earth. What did she do during that time? Captain Marvel 2 could answer that question by following the example set by Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 84. While the first one focuses on Diana Prince's adventures during World War I, the second film will take place during the Cold War.
Stay here, I'll go ahead.
Near the end of Captain Marvel, Carol flies off in order to put an end to the war between the Skrulls and the Kree. Captain Marvel 2 could now explore this story, thus taking place before the events of Endgame. Which other creatures did she face during her time in space? How did the war between the Skrulls and the Kree end? After all, Guardians of the Galaxy featured Ronan the Accuser, who was described as a Kree extremist. Why did he turn into an extremist? What did he do? And did Captain Marvel try to stop him once more?
What are you doing?
Captain Marvel 2 could also pave the way for new heroes like Adam Warlock or Nova, who fights alongside Captain Marvel as part of the Nova Corps in the comic books. New heroines. Captain Marvel marks the first female-led superhero within the MCU, and the way for more heroines has been paved. A Black Widow film is already scheduled, but Captain Marvel also teases a new generation of female heroes. Carol's best friend Maria Rambeau has a young daughter called Monica. In the comic books, Monica Rambeau actually turns into the superhero Photon. Photon also held the Captain Marvel title herself at one point in time. This is why Monica Rambeau could be a candidate for the new Avengers in a future phase of the MCU. By then, the young girl will have turned into a young woman and may step into the footsteps of her auntie Carol Danvers.
We need heroes. We need you.
Another potential heroine may have already been introduced in Ant-Man and the Wasp. After all, Scott Lang's daughter Cassie really wants to fight alongside her father.
I'd be a great partner.
Oh, Peanut. Oh, you would be awesome.
This isn't too far-fetched when we take the comics into consideration. In the comic book series, Cassandra Lang becomes a superhero. As Stature or Stinger, she has the same abilities as her father and becomes part of the Young Avengers. Marvel now probably wants to secure new superhero groups for the time after Avengers 4, and we may have already been introduced to 2 future members already. Which new characters would you like to see after Avengers 4? Let us know in the comment section below.
This is gonna work, Steve.
New worlds. Captain Marvel takes place both in space and on Earth. We visit the homeworld of the Kree and get to see other planets as well. We experience the war between the Kree and the Skrulls, which was raged on several planets. The movie also alludes to something that Kevin Feige has talked about in the past before. Everything will become more epic, and we will see more different alien species as well. Until now, we only saw a part of that in the Guardians of the Galaxy and Thor films, but the MCU is going to get bigger.
We're about to jump on that ginormous spaceship. You wanna come?
With characters like Adam Warlock, the Eternals, and now Captain Marvel, we have a variety of heroes who travel through space. This is why the MCU is set to get bigger and explore both new worlds and new characters. The Skrulls and the Kree from Captain Marvel only showed us the tip of the iceberg.
She's just the beginning.
The power of the Infinity Stones. The Tesseract is once again of great importance in Captain Marvel. The scientist Dr. Lawson uses it to create a new speed engine. And after this device explodes, Carol Danvers becomes Captain Marvel due to the radiation. That means her powers consist of both Kree DNA and the power of the Infinity Stone within the Tesseract. That does explain Captain Marvel's unbelievable abilities, which come directly from an Infinity Stone. That is nothing new when it comes to the MCU. Let's take Scarlet Witch or Quicksilver for example, who originally were experimented on by Hydra and who gained their respective abilities thanks to the Mind Stone. Vision would be another prime example for the stone's abilities to give their powers to another being. Is it possible that the film alludes to a popular theory that assumes that the Avengers won't need another Infinity Gauntlet against Thanos, but become one themselves? Captain Marvel would be representative for the Space Stone. Scarlet Witch would represent the Mind Stone. We could have other Avengers as candidates for other stones as well. Doctor Strange could certainly be the manifestation of the Time Stone. The Hulk could inherit the might of the Power Stone. And Thanos or Gamora could carry the power of the Soul Stone within them. What do you think of that theory? And which Avenger would you assign one of the Infinity Powers? Let us know in the comment section below.
We're in the Endgame now.
How did you like Captain Marvel? Let us know in the comment section below. And for more original content, check out these videos.